What's going on? I'm not going to be up here very long, but I wanted to come on and just talk to y'all a little while about what's going on as far as me being laid off, how I'm still earning an income that's not coming from a standard job, but how I'm actually surviving in these streets, child. It's not the easiest thing, but it is very possible. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait for a little while to see if anybody decides to join in. I know that y'all are probably at work right now. It is 10:23 Eastern Standard Time, but we're gonna see if I get anyone to join in so that I can. And I cannot comment, y'all. Let me see. I might be able to pull it up on my laptop because I'm on my phone right now, and for some reason, when I'm on my phone, I cannot comment on people's on when I'm on live. So let me see if I can actually get to my own page up here. I'm just gonna have to mute it out, and that way I'll be able to comment on if anyone posts anything. So good morning, y'all. My name is Tanya, as y'all know. So I'll be able to comment now if anybody who decides to comment while I'm here. Um, Again, I'm just here to talk about being laid off and you know the ups and downs and how you can actually earn some income. So I got laid off on February 2nd. This is my layoff story. Oh, my bra strap keeps showing. But my layoff story is nothing intensive. It just happened so fast. So backstory. Back in probably October 2025 timeframe, the people starting acting crazy anyway. They were being funky, being, snippy. And I worked from home, I was a remote employee. Um, there was a young lady who worked there and she was basically kind of being harassed, honestly, if I want to put it to put it out there. She was being harassed and she was being mistreated, and she ended up quitting on the spot because they were doing some crazy stuff. They had put her on a pip and all this, that, and the other. We're saying that she was not doing her job, which she absolutely was, because she was one of the people who was looking at, we were doing peer reviews of each other, so I knew she was doing her job. Fast forward, once she quit, they had to move down the line. So guess who was next? Me. So they didn't put me on a PIP immediately. What was the craziest? I don't even know what that means. But so they didn't put me on one immediately. When they fast forward, time was going on. I was doing reports, I was still doing my job, and then of course, guess what? Then they put me on one. So I'm like, why am I on a PIP and I'm doing my job? Like, this is crazy. So whatever. So then as time goes on, I completed the PIP, did everything I was supposed to, no communication from it whatsoever. So then this was about October, November timeframe. December comes. I'm asking questions from the manager for the VP, who was used to be a director, still had open door communication with him. Nobody could give me any answers what was going on. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So Christmas comes, I'm still working, still doing my job, no compliance issues, nothing. Because let me tell you, I used to work as a reporting analyst for Medicaid, and that was for 3 different states. And it was like fraud, waste, and abuse. That's what I used to do reporting. I was a reporting analyst for in the fraud, waste, and abuse department. Fraud, waste, abuse department. Not a hard job at all. Very detailed, but not hard. So come to find out, the company was doing some kind of layoffs or whatever. None of us had a clue. February 2nd, I logged in at 8 o'clock, like normal. Now, remember, I told y'all this started way back in October. February 2nd, I logged in to do my job like I did every day. And all of a sudden, I get a notification that there's a Teams meeting. Child, by 9:35 a.m., I no longer had a job. I got laid off over Teams, child. So I kind of like was in a moment. I was like, well, what the heck? Like, what? So then I found out that there are other people who got laid off at the same time as me. And it was like, because I started getting messages. People started texting me, like, girl, I just got laid off. And then it was one of our clinicians, some really good people they let go. They let go of some really good talent. And so I was just like, I'm not going to, companies say that don't take it personal, but it's very personal because when a company lets you go, Oh, correction. When we are at these companies, we give these companies the opportunity to do two things: feed us and starve us. Um, so we give them opportunities to feed us and starve us, right? And the reason I say that is because they give you a paycheck. They're constantly giving you your paycheck every 2 weeks, or bi-weekly if you get paid bi-weekly, or weekly if you get paid. But then you give them the opportunity to starve us, because if you don't have a plan B set aside, then when that job is taken away, then you don't have any income basically until you apply for unemployment. So that's why I tell people that we give these jobs an opportunity to feed us and starve us. So I did not have a plan B completely set up. Some of you know, some of you don't. I do have my own brand of pajamas and slippers. It is, and it's specifically for women, because I speak to the softness of women. Because as a woman who has had some ups and downs in her life, I have decided that, I wrote a little journal and it's for women, and I created pajama line for women, for slip and some slippers, because it's all about the softness and caring for ourselves. Treating ourselves to small little things can make us feel so good in those, times of stress or when we're going through things. So I had that, but I was not getting consistent sales because I was not really promoting it like I should be every single day. So when the layoff hit, it was just like, okay, girl, what you gonna do? And so I decided to like get back into what I knew to do. And that was get into digital marketing space seriously, heavily, get into the digital marketing space. And so I'm going to talk to y'all about how I am going through this layoff and how I am actually earning some money. So y'all hear me talk. Y'all have heard me in the past talk about digital marketing e-course. Heard me talk about branding, learning to brand yourself. And the reason I'm going to talk about branding right now is because the branding piece is what's really helping me to get my feet solid and on firm ground, more so than going backwards and talking about digital marketing first. So when you talk about branding, it's really it is an e-course, but it's helping me to know how to really promote my own business. It's teaching me how to create my own digital products. Like, a lot of people don't want to sell somebody else's products, which is fine, but you need to learn how to actually make them. You need to learn how to create the hooks that are going to work on your content. You need to learn how to create good captions. You need to learn how to create wait lists. All of these things that I'm actually learning now, so that you can get your product out there, get like and build up that anticipation, so that people can be like ready and ready, can't wait, but like waiting with bated breath for you to launch your products. So what I'm going to talk to y'all about now is learning the skill of talking about branding, on how you can actually teach other people to get in there so that they can then talk about digital marketing. So you got to know who you're talking to. And I know exactly who I'm talking to. I'm talking about talking to women who have been laid off, who need money, who want more for themselves. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. So those of us who are out here who do not have a permanent source of income, I'm telling you right now, I'm suggesting that you get into Ultimate Branding course. And the reason I'm suggesting Ultimate Branding course is because you're going to learn more than just digital marketing. You're going to learn about how to launch a business. And yes, it may be a digital business, but it'll teach you how to launch a physical business as well. Once you get in here, even if you don't want to use somebody else's product that's created already, you will learn how to create your own product from start to finish, how to promote it, how to launch it, how to actually promote it on YouTube, which is where we are right now. If you want to actually start a YouTube channel and you're just on YouTube watching other people's videos and you're not exactly sure how to get in and start your channel, how to do content, how to edit your content, you will learn how to do that in the Ultimate Branding course. When I tell you it teaches you everything, it teaches you everything. So you don't have to try to figure out, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? The Ultimate Branding course will teach you all of that. I wish I was actually on my computer right now, because I would flip the camera and show you guys the inside of the course, but I'll probably come back later and show you guys the inside of the course. But let me just tell you, just when I tell you to trust me, because it's really a beneficial course to take. And I love it because it's available in more than one language. It is available in English, Spanish, Dutch, French, Portuguese, Norwegian, and you can get in here and everybody can learn. Everybody can get in here and learn how to make their own income. Again, this is Ultimate Branding Course. I'm just talking to y'all honest truth about how I'm surviving through being laid off. I have been laid off 105 days now, I believe. Alexa, how many days have I been laid off? She'll tell me.
You've been laid off for 105 days.
Yep. 105 days. That's how long I've been laid off. And I did have some stressful days because I was just like, I'm not getting any sales of my merchandise. So I am going to run a special on the slippers this week. But for the sake of this video, y'all, I'm telling you, the Ultimate Branding Course is the way to go. And I'm actually going to pull it up on my iPad. That way I can show you. I don't know. Can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all
It's a
can.
tough stretch, but I love how you're pivoting and staying proactive.
She's still
Running a
talking.
special on the slippers sounds smart, and your ultimate branding course idea has real potential, especially with all the e-commerce knowledge you've been building. You're turning this challenge into opportunity.
Alexa, stop. That thing will keep going. All right. So this is what it looks like. This is the community page. And yes, it is in school. It is in the app SKOOL. So in the classroom, can y'all see that? You can see my ring light. I know that. Let me see. I should have done this on my laptop. That way I could just share my screen. But in here, there's several different modules. As you can see, they're teaching you about a lot of different things. You're going to learn about the different platforms that you can actually post your products on. And yes, and what I just learned last week, that you can actually you can post physical products on Stand Store as well as Beacons. So don't think that you cannot post your physical products on there, because you can. So in here, you're also going to learn about, how to, there's how to create your content so they can convert to cash, because we're not out here just creating content. I mean, yes, some people are creating content for the fun of it, but 9 times out of 10, some of this content that we're creating, we are creating it with the purpose for trying to earn some income. So that's what we're doing. So again, for those of you who are out there, I'm just letting you guys know, Ultimate Branding Course is the way to go. It is a way for you to, not only you can actually resell the course, which is like the best way to get in and do it, but you can also get in here and you will be able to learn about how to monetize on YouTube. You'll get in here and learn how to become a TikTok shop seller, how to get in here and sell in TikTok. You can also learn in here, we're teaching you about your mindset, how to get your mindset right, because when you're in business, you really have to have the right mind, the frame of mind, because it's all on you, and it's your feelings can be up and down within a given day. Within an hour, your feelings can be in several different ways. And so it's just going to teach you how to have that seven figure mindset, how to stop that limiting belief. Because y'all, listen, so many times, even without even outside of having a business, we will often put the most negative things in the atmosphere about ourselves. And y'all, listen, life and death lie in the power of our tongues. If you are a believer in the Lord, you know that scripture is very true. Life and death lives in the power of your tongue. And so the things that we put out there, we have got to be so careful. Even things, something as small as saying, I ain't got no money today, we have to be very careful how we say that. And I've changed that and saying, you know what, I don't have the disposable income in on my fingertips right now, but it's coming, because you want to put those positive things out there. I know a lot of people are into manifesting. I'm into praying, and so I be praying to, and asking God, show me what it is, show me what I'm supposed to tell the people, show me what the next step is for me to increase income. And so, y'all, I'm just really out here telling you that I feel like the Ultimate Branding Course is truly the way to go when it comes to wanting to start your own business in the digital world, teaching you how to write your own ebook, teaching you how to create your own content, teaching you how to create content that's going to convert to cash. I'm telling you guys, the Ultimate Branding Course, it will, once you learn the skill of how to talk about it, it's not going to go anywhere. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody can take it from you. And don't let nobody rain on your parade. If you want to learn something in the digital space, don't let anybody rain on your parade. Listen, in here you're going to learn about, y'all keep hearing two people talk about hooks, right? People always saying you got to have the right hook, you got to have the right caption, you got to have the right this, you got to have the right that. So in here you'll learn how to create hooks that sell. Like you'll create your own hook and your own hooks. Did y'all know that there are actually 6 different types of hooks? So you have your verbal hooks, which is, can I reel them in within the first 3 seconds of what I'm saying? Then you have your text hook. Does words on the screen, is that going to keep their attention? Are they going to come back because they see the words on my screen? Is that going to get their attention? And then you have, that was your text hook. Visual hook, what are you looking like? What are you doing? Then your auditory hook, what are they hearing? Then subliminal, like, we can allude to things. We can allude to things. And then your captions, what is it that you have in your description box? What is it that you have, like whether you're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, what is it that your little blurb that you've written? Because some people actually read those. I'm one that's reading a caption. I love a good caption because I can learn a little bit more typically when I read people's captions. So what is your caption? And then how do you stack those so that you can get the most bang for your buck, right? So in here you're going to learn about how to get your own hook bank started so that when you're doing your content, you have hooks that actually are going to bring people in. Then you'll learn also in here how to stay relevant because listen, there's 5.66 billion people on social media. 5.66 billion. And that's a lot of people. You could get lost in that number. So you'll learn how to stay relevant in Ultimate Branding course. They're going to teach you how to put out content that's going to keep you relevant. Then you'll learn how to resell. Resell mastery is amazing. This is teaching you how to resell anything that you have online. You want to know how to properly do it so that you can keep people coming back to get more and more of your stuff, right? Because ain't none of us out here creating stuff just for the fun of it. I mean, you might have a hobby, but 9 times out of 10, you trying to get a little cash on whatever it is that you're making. You'll also learn about going faceless because I know that there are so many people who are afraid to, have their face on camera. And even that comes down to your content. You don't even have to put your face on camera for your content. You can actually learn how to go faceless with using reels that are done for you. And Canva has tons of reels. You can use Pexels. There are so many different apps that you can use to create your faceless content. But if you don't really, you want a little bit more detail, like you want to actually watch a video, there's a video and there's 1 hour and 47 minutes of time in here teaching you how to go faceless and actually be successful at being a faceless brand because we don't have to be the face of our brand. So don't let people think that you can't make money if your face is not on camera because it's not true. People are doing it. Then if you want to learn how to get on how to like get that algorithm of Instagram because it's a tricky one. They teach you how to work on Instagram. They teach you how to get the right content for Instagram. If you want to learn how to create your own reels and that are specific for Instagram, because it's like that's a beast in and of itself. Instagram is a whole different powerhouse. So they're teaching you how to get the reels that actually grab attention. Now, from what I understand, Instagram isn't like monetizing. However, if you have a product, you are posting it in your reels, you are getting monetization by people purchasing your stuff. So you're still getting paid that way, even though the app does not pay anymore. I'm a little chilly, y'all. It was hot. Let me grab my little blanket, child. I'm doing a lot, I know. But it's just a little, we just chatting together. And if anybody who watches the replay, the link to the Ultimate Branding course is going to be in the description box. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and add the link because it's available for you. And I know that it is yes, it does cost, but it's a benefit that you should be using to invest in yourself. And you can also, um, how can I edit this? You can also pay in forward. There's payment arrangements that you can use. So don't worry about, I can't afford it all right now. The girl, we got payment plans for everything. The same way we be doing the pay in for when we are like buying different things offline, whether we're buying shoes, a purse, groceries, what have you. I already put the link in the description box, and it's also available in my bio too. But the same way that we are often using the payment arrangement plans like Sezzle, PayPal, Pay Later, Affirm, Zip, all of those, the same way that you can use those to pay for other stuff, you can use those to pay for Ultimate Branding course as well. There's several payment options available. So for those of you who are watching the replay, that I put the link in the description box. For those of you who are actually in the live right now, I'm going to pin the live. I'm going to pin it so that you can get quick access to it. And it has been pinned. Because I don't want y'all to miss out on an opportunity to make some income, because that's what I'm doing. And let me tell you about this. You actually, why is it pinned? Why is it twice? Why is it? Why is it showing twice? I don't know. I don't know. But like I was saying, I am laid off, and this is something that is actually getting me bringing in income for me and my household. You can resell this course, but you also, once you get in the course, that is where the meat comes, because you start to learn how to create your own stuff. Like I just showed you guys, I have the pajamas, I have the journal, I have things that I have created. So once you get in this course, learn how to create other things. Now let me tell you something. The pajamas, the slippers, and the journal that I have that I showed you guys earlier, I created those from something else, but I'm learning how to actually sell them using the Ultimate Branding course, because I did it backwards, y'all. I'm telling y'all, don't go backwards like me. Start with step one, learning how to brand yourself first, learning how to brand your whatever it is that you have, your digital product, your physical product, then launch it. And then start making the sales, because I was gung ho. I got the pajamas, got the slippers, got all the things right, and I didn't actually do a proper launch. It was like I did a soft launch, which wasn't all that successful, to be honest. But had I actually gone through this, because they have a step 72-hour launch, giving you the steps how to actually launch your product, how to get people waiting and ready for your launch to come. Had I done that first, and I already had access to it, which is crazy. So had I done this first, learned how to actually properly launch, then I feel like my launch would have been better for my pajamas and slippers and my journal. Yes, I have gotten sales. Yes, I have. I get sales. Actually, yesterday, a lady actually ordered 4 pajama sets, and I have like to do like this cute little bundle for her. So she wants a sleeping, like the eye mask, a satin pillowcase, and a scrunchie, as well as the pajamas. So she ordered 4 sets. So I am getting sales, but the thing is, had I done Ultimate Branding course as in order, I would have been able to launch better, get a better begin start for the sales. So that's what I want you guys to understand. That's how I am making it through this layoff. I'm making it through this layoff because, number one, every time you resell this, you get 85% commission. It's $4.99. Let's do some math. All right. Let's do some math. So you're selling it for $4.99 and you're getting 85% commission. So you're making $422.15 every time you resell this course. Every single time you resell it, you're going to get $424.15. That is like really good, because some people only need an additional $500 a week. Say you resell this course once, that's your $500 almost a week. You're only short like 80 something bucks, right? So $424.15 every time you resell. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. But everybody, I have to understand that everybody's not open to learning how to create money in a non-traditional way. Like these traditional jobs, I mean, they're here, but they're going away for so many people. And y'all, take it from me. Please take it from me. Understand this. Start a plan B for yourself, because you don't want to be faced with logging in or going to work. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all this quick little story. There's someone on YouTube. I wish I had saved her page. She's a nurse. She went to an urgent care where she works, and the doors were locked, meaning there was no more work. She was saying how thankfully she was in training to become a travel nurse or something like that. But even urgent cares are closing their door. Y'all, I worked in Medicaid, lost my job. A friend of mine worked at another insurance company. She was a team lead. No, she had moved to management, Medicare side. She lost her job and she got laid off twice from the same company. Twice. So when I tell you that digital marketing is the space to be in, because once you get it, nobody can take it away. This is mine. I now own this. I now own that. Get you some ownership. And if you don't want to learn about how to get ahead, my channel is probably not for you. And I know that a lot of people feel like digital marketing is a scam, but baby, let me say what, that job was a scam because I went to it every day, gave it my all, working overtime, not getting paid the overtime because they didn't give overtime, but you got to have the reports done. Then they come take it away from you. And they don't have to have any explanation. They don't have to help give you any preparation. They will just take it and leave and you just done. And so you're having to put in for time that you've already earned. And let me tell y'all this lady, the HR lady, had the absolute unmitigated gall to say to me, well, we don't normally pay out PTO that's earned, but we're gonna do it in this case. And you can reapply in 6 months. What? So you're gonna give me time that I already earned anyway, and then you're gonna tell me to reapply? See, no, I'm not crazy. I just told y'all about my friend who got laid off twice from the same company. I'm not putting myself in those shoes. So therefore, I have been applying for jobs, y'all, because just been applying, applying, applying. I have applied for, let me go back and tell y'all exactly, because I keep a record. I'll go to the unemployment site. Y'all, why is this not opening up? 92 jobs. 92 jobs have I applied for. Heard back from 2. Correction, I heard back from 3. The third one that I heard back from was for night shift in a warehouse. Not doing that. Mm-mm. Night shift in a warehouse where I have absolutely no experience. Yeah, I don't think so. So I just wanted to let y'all know that getting into digital marketing, it can actually be your saving grace, to be quite honest, because it's going to give you more than one opportunity. It's going to give you more than one way to learn, give you more than one way to learn, more than one way to earn as well. And so, again, for those of you who are coming in and going out and coming in and coming out, hey, 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 just talking about how you can actually earn income during digital marketing. I'm talking specifically about the Ultimate Branding course. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, then I'm going to put my Instagram page. You can inbox me. It is actually already in my bio, but I'll go ahead and link my Instagram page so that you can send me a DM if you have any questions. I'm going to drop it in the chat for those of you who are watching. And then I'm also going to put it in the description box. I'll add my Instagram page to the description box as well so that you can send me a DM if you have any questions. A lot of people, another question that people are asking is, digital marketing, it's online. Where's my lip gloss? Are you, is it, can you pay taxes? Yes, I'm not doing nothing that I'm not paying taxes on. So digital marketing with this, you will get a 1099. And in the Ultimate Branding course, let me show you one thing that they teach you about. Understanding your taxes. They teach you about understanding your taxes. So another good thing about this course is you're going to learn that how to get your taxes together, okay? You're going to learn that. Then you're going to also learn about, like, on this app, several of the YouTubers have memberships. Memberships are available on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram now has memberships, YouTube has memberships. And one thing about it, when you offer memberships to people, let me turn my TV off. When you offer memberships to people, You want them to be beneficial. You don't want to just have people paying you money every single month and you're not giving them anything special. They're just getting what everybody else is getting. It should not be that way. So in here they teach you how to build and manage a profitable membership or community. And you can do that on even in school. School has those school is a community. So it teaches you how to get a membership and how to actually make the money and make it profitable and beneficial, profitable for you, but beneficial for people who are joining your membership. Because I've been a part of a couple and I've let a couple of them go because I wasn't there was nothing was going on, or either I'm paying extra money that was honestly a waste because they weren't doing anything different. Everything that was being posted on their regular page was being posted in the membership page as well. So that was kind of like a you taking money from people because of what? You're not giving them anything special. You're not teaching them any lessons. And then you'll learn about how to get brand deals. So, like, say you're out there, and I don't know anybody who's watching right now, so I can't really call anybody by name, but say you like Elf. I love Elf products. So this is a product that I use. I use Elf skincare. I use their lip products. So for example, if I'm using this lip product and I am just casually using it in my videos, in my content, then I will be able to tag Elf. Tagging Elf every single time that I'm just casually using it because it's like a day-to-day thing. Y'all saw me just put my lip gloss on. Tagging Elf every time I use their products. And then sometimes it gets to the point where, you know what, I've tagged them. Now let me send them an email. And so, and put, and then you send them an email, and then you'll have your content page, whatever your website, your Instagram page, your social media handles, put them in your email. Try to get you some brand deals because you're constantly paying money for products. Why not reach out to the companies so that they can actually, potentially get a deal with you so that you can promote their products and you can get paid for it as well. So in here you'll learn how to get brand deals. I just gave you a little snippet of how you can actually try to start, but there's more detail in here. Then information on how to stay organized, because when you are working for yourself, you can actually get in here, and because you're not on anybody's clock, you can get so out of sorts, unorganized, and not have any order to your life. So there's a section in here that's going to teach you how to do that as well. And then if you miss any trainings, they're all recorded, so all of the recorded trainings are here. But the ultimate, I can't speak on it highly enough. Selling on Etsy. A lot of people want to start their own Etsy store. And I don't know if y'all knew, but there is an entire digital side to Etsy. So if you have a digital product, you can upload it to Etsy and you can make sales on Etsy. Yeah. And you can sell physical products on Etsy. I know a lot of people don't really use Etsy, don't really think about using it for themselves, but they're always spending money on other people's pages. But how about thinking about getting your own little Etsy account? You can sell some of everything. I buy plants off of Etsy. So get in here and learn how to sell on Etsy. So that it teaches you how to do that. Um, Let me see what else is up here that I'm missing. But again, once you learn how to learn how about branding, you can really do pretty much anything in the digital or physical world, honestly, because you're learning how to promote your stuff. You're learning how to promote your digital products and your physical products. If you want to learn how to sell on TikTok Shop, listen, the different strategies of selling online, they are in here. Live TikTok sales strategies are in here. If you don't know how to edit your videos, they're going to teach you how to edit videos. And I love it because these are actually videos that are showing you and not just all content for you to read. So you'll learn how to do that. And then if you want to get into discovering strategies to scale your business so that it can be, have longevity. So you'll learn how to how to expand your business. And again, I know that some of you are out there unemployed like myself. And kind of nervous to make an investment. And I totally understand that as well. But this is one of those investments that's going to pay you over and over again because it's going to teach you how to create your own lane of income that nobody can take from you. So, did anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? No questions. All right, so since there are no questions, I'm going to just remind, if you're watching the replay, then go ahead and I'm just gonna suggest go ahead and watch this replay and go ahead and get into Ultimate Branding course. And once you get in, I'll be in there to meet you and greet you. Hey, y'all come on in so that we can actually, create this income and stop 100% depending on somebody else's that they can take it away at any given time. Because yeah, we don't want that. All right. Anyway, that's all I had. Y'all remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Come on back for more educational content, lifestyle content, all of the content. Y'all just keep on coming back. And I thank y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.